Hi guys, let's go with a little something different for a minute, and we'll do some just some moonshine facts and trivia and just some knowledge and stuff. Uh, let's see, on this jar here, this is corn liquor, and you can see it says triple X, which you see on some of the old movies or cartoons or whatever. Uh, Anything about moonshine, a lot of it has triple X on it, and the reason that is because that means that in the day that means it was distilled 3 times, and then you knew it was good quality stuff. It was high proof, getting your money's worth, right? And this is a corn liquor, and it's 180 proof, and this is a apple brandy, and it's 130 proof. And all liquor comes out of the steel clear. It depends whether it gets added flavorings or infused, where it changes color, or if it's aged in a barrel. That gives you the amber whiskey that we're used to seeing. And the more times you distill it, see, like if you guys have seen my still, it has 3 thumpers. That's actually a 3-time distill it all in one shot. So you're getting a higher proof. And this one was distilled once. I didn't use the thumpers on that. And the difference is, for one, the proof, but the more times you distill it, you're stripping some of the I always want to say carcinogens, but that's cancer. Carcinogens or something they call it, congens. I can never remember that word. It's some of the flavors that are in the shine, and some of those are desirable and some aren't. And like in the apple, I wanted it to have more of that flavor coming out of the apple wash. After you drain all the stuff out of it, the solids, it's called a wash instead of a mash. And I wanted more of those flavors in that, so I just distilled that once, and it came out at 130 proof. And the way you can check that, here's an old school way, back when they didn't have hydrometers available and that kind of stuff, is you just shook it, and you'll look for the way the beads work in there, the bubbles. And the more proof it is, the bigger the bubbles and the faster they'll dissipate. So here we go on that. See, let me get that real close. See, pretty big bubbles, and they just almost immediately disappear, and that's high proof. Now this is 130 proof, so it's not nearly as high. Let's look at the difference. There, see, it's almost foamy for a minute. It's got a lot smaller bubbles. They do dissipate pretty quickly, but it does take a little bit, so you can just tell that's not nearly as high proof. And then them old timers, they mess with it so much, and when that's all they did was moonshine for a living, they could just kind of shake it, and almost within a point or two they could guess what it was just by shaking it. So that's a pretty accurate way to do it. And let's see, some more facts. Let's see, back in the pirate days, they used to pour their rum, because the rum was part of their pay, and they would pour that over gunpowder, and if the gunpowder still lit, that means it was high enough proof, and the captain wasn't trying to cheat him, I guess, right? And that we'll have to do that one day. I have some black powder. I'll take some store-bought stuff and some different proofs of moonshine, and we'll see how low it'll go before it still lights on fire. That'll be a fun video. Cocktails got really popular in Prohibition because they mixed it with stuff to mask the smell, both transporting and for drinking it. So that's how we got so many different flavors of cocktails and things that we have now. And that's about it. If you know any more moonshine fun facts or moonshine lore or anything, leave a comment, and everyone subscribe and like if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.